It was getting cold, so we were kind of desperate.
Desperate times call for desperate measures and often create desperate situations.
The unit went out, and the normal company I use, a regular company that's been great, that's come out for years, they unfortunately weren't available.
When Brett Weil's furnace went out a few years ago, he did what so many of us do.
So I kind of lazily just went on my phone, went on Google Maps, type in HVAC near me, and this company comes up and had good ratings.
That company said it was based at 200 Quebec Street in Denver.
They appeared to be located 10 minutes from the house in Denver, and they were able to come out same day. They were out within like an hour or two.
But that quick response,
This is, I think they call it contractor tape, so this is quite the hatchet job.
Was just about the only good experience Brett had.
What was supposed to be a 4-hour job took over 3 days and was still not complete.
At the end of those 3 strange days, Brett had a new $7,000 furnace that wasn't working.
I noticed when I would kind of walk over the vents in the house, there was no heat coming out. So I had to call repeatedly to get people to come back and attempt to finish the work.
He called and called and called and got nowhere.
I got so frustrated, I input the business name on Google Maps where I initially found him and went to the address where they were supposed to be located, and it turned out to be the Safeway in Lowry.
To understand why an HVAC company lists its address at a Denver grocery store, you need to understand where we found Brett's name on a spreadsheet of customers of a company called Premium Home Service.
Premium Home Service.
Premium Home Service, or PHS, bills itself as a nationwide network of home repair professionals. Our sister station, KARE 11 in Minneapolis, tied them to a nationwide network of hijacked Google listings and fake home repair businesses. The company has an F rating and scads of complaints with the Better Business Bureau, run by a man named Joseph Bernath.
We are the fastest growing company here in the United States.
Bernath has never responded to questions from KARE 11, including a request on a business card left on his Lambo in St. Louis. Questions like why the businesses in his network
It was actually a vacant lot.
are so hard to find.
I figured they probably didn't have a contractor set up there.
It's got like 5 companies, 5 fake companies for every industry and in every market.
Ryan Reagan is the former manager of Premium Home Services call center in the Philippines, where about 90 agents fielded thousands of calls from people who thought they were calling local businesses.
I started to figure out that these addresses that we were giving people are just dummy addresses. They don't go anywhere.
Reagan shared a database of Premium Home Services customers and businesses with KARE 11 and federal investigators, showing 7,000 Phantom businesses across the country, including more than 140 in Colorado. Together, those businesses brought in more than $79 million. And Reagan says the workers who showed up at people's homes, they often weren't licensed to do the work they were doing.
I think it was the third guy that came out, told me that they basically find people on Craigslist.
Which may explain why Brett's new furnace has so much tape sealing it off. After dozens of phone calls, he was finally able to get someone from that company to come out and get it working. But
Every year, I use the company that I should have used initially, and every year they come out, they say it's the worst install they've ever seen. And you pay a couple $100, just to have them kind of clean up the prior work.
he figures in the 4 years since that furnace went in, he spent about $1,000 keeping it alive.
I think a lot of us have gotten kind of lazy and you just rely on Google reviews.
A shiny silver lesson sitting right there in the basement. So what can you do to make sure who you're working with is real? Well, you can check some professional licenses with the Department of Regulatory Agencies with the state of Colorado. You can also go through the BBB and read the complaints for that company. And if you don't see a business when you're looking at a Google Street View of an address, maybe it's a good idea to drive over there and see if you can locate the business. I'm Steve Stager, Steve on your side, 9 News.